Hello, we are here to do our 610 presentation of Halls Elementary School. To start, I am going to give a brief introduction of all of our group members. To start, I will be talking about Nicole. Nicole is from Southern California. She lives near the San Diego area and has been working in the field of ABA for 3 years. She is now working as a senior behavior technician for the company she works for. The next person is Maggie. Maggie has been in ABA for about 2 years. She's originally from Georgia and she currently lives in Hawaii. Our next group member is Omar. Omar's been in the ABA field for 6 years and is currently working as a BC ABA. He resides in Northern California. The next person of our group is myself, Casey. I have been working with children for the past 3 years, and for the past year, I was working as an RBT, and now I am a case manager for kids receiving autism services. Our group will be doing ABA consulting for Halls Elementary School. Halls Elementary School has 500 students within the grades of kindergarten through 3rd grade. The major issues the school is facing is extreme problem behaviors in the hallway that bring up not only disciplinary issues but also safety concerns. The purpose of this consulting group will be to focus on training teachers and staff on reinforcement procedures that will create a substantial increase in desired behaviors. Next, Omar will be going over the Caterpillar game. Omar, go ahead.
Alrighty, so the Caterpillar game. The Caterpillar game was developed by Flores and colleagues. It is a classroom management system designed to reduce disruptive behaviors and increase teacher behavior-specific praise. Next slide. It is evidence for the Caterpillar game. So there is strong evidence for the effectiveness of the Caterpillar game. In a research paper by Flores and colleagues, a multiple baseline design across settings was used to evaluate the effectiveness of the Caterpillar game with 21 students who demonstrated disruptive behaviors. Results show a strong functional relationship between the intervention and a reduction in problem behaviors. The graph here demonstrates the baseline levels compared to the intervention level. As we can tell right over here across the 3 different settings, carpet, seat work 1, and seat work 2, the problem behavior went down quite a bit in the intervention phase. Next, Maggie will be talking about modeling.
Maggie, go ahead.
So the way that we plan on modeling the Caterpillar game within our teacher training is from the beginning of the training, one of the BCBAs will be taking data on the target behavior, which we will focus on teachers raising their hands to participate. So after Omar would explain what the Caterpillar game is, then we would explain the new contingency for the teachers who are partaking in the training. So the contingency would be, we want to increase hand raising. So anytime 2 or more teachers raise their hand to participate, then they get, the whole group will get a part of the Caterpillar. And if the Caterpillar, the whole thing is earned by the end of the training, then each of the teachers will receive a $5 Starbucks gift card. So a BCBA will continue to take data on the hand raising during the training. And at the end of the training, we will be able to show how this contingency affected the amount of the target behavior, which is hand raising, with data-driven evidence. This will address the issue that the teachers are seeing at Halls Elementary School, because it will show that when teachers know what the rules are and what the reward is, their behavior changed and no punishment procedures were necessary. So ideally, this would transfer to the students as well. And the desired behaviors in the hallway will increase while the undesired behaviors will simultaneously decrease without any punishment procedures needed. And now we're going to go over to Nicole, who's going to explain the implementation plan.
Okay, so we will be implementing a school-wide group contingency for each of the classrooms. The teachers will fill out a checklist of each if each student is engaging in the acceptable hallway behavior that has been operationally defined in collaboration with those teachers during the initial teacher training. So if the students are engaging in acceptable behavior as shown on that checklist, then they will earn tokens that can be exchanged for some type of reward. And then the group contingency will be further broken down into specifics for each classroom in terms of class rewards as well as individual rewards for the students. And then our final tips for a successful implementation of this intervention are the following. So make sure that the school is on the same page and consistent with implementing the intervention, focusing on the reason why the students are at school, which is education, so making that the priority. And remembering that behavior change isn't going to happen overnight and it takes time. So finally, just overall make it fun. And if you're positive and excited about it, the kids will be too.